Hey my friends, welcome to the third video of my little series on food addiction, emotional eating, and self-love. So this video is on self-love. The other two are in the description. You can follow the links to those. Those are in there as well. But today we're talking about self-love. And I have to be completely honest, you aren't loving yourself when you're putting bad food into your body. I know a lot of people think they are rewarding themselves, but you're not actually, because these foods that you know you shouldn't be eating are actually harming yourself and causing more maybe weight gain or, contributing to your health issues. And you know you shouldn't be eating these, but you save them for a treat. Why do we do that? I'm not sure exactly why. It's the instant gratification maybe, or the fact that we just desire it. It can be because it is actually an addiction and we justify it with a treat. Like I said in the addiction video, an alcoholic or recovering alcoholic isn't going to say, oh, well, in moderation on Fridays I have cheat day, so I'm gonna have alcohol. They can't. They can't do that. So we have to love ourselves enough to let go of those foods and not have them in our life anymore. We just can't. If we love ourselves, we're going to be giving ourselves pure, perfect, amazing, living foods, high nutrition, making sure we get enough calories, water, sun, exercise, all of those things are loving ourselves. So we have to change our perception as to what is loving ourselves. And a reward of food that we shouldn't be eating is not really loving ourselves. It's only giving us that instant gratification, and it's not actually contributing to our long-term health. A lot of people say, I love myself, so I deserve a treat. Why don't we say, I love myself enough, so I deserve to make myself this raw salad? I love myself so much that I want to have this raw salad. I love myself so much that I don't want to have a cheat day and have pizza. I don't want that because I love myself enough to have a salad instead, or this raw vegan meal, or even just a vegan meal, anything that's not going to cause you any more pain, discomfort, regret. Like, that's not loving yourself. If you are going to have a cheat meal, say it's pizza, and then you have the pizza and you're like, oh, it was so good, it was amazing, I'm so glad I rewarded myself. And then the next day, maybe you step on the scale and you think, oh, I gained a pound or whatever because you're retaining water from the salt in the pizza, and then you feel regretful and blah, blah, blah. All those things that we go through, those are all negative and not self-loving. So your perception that the reward was rewarding you is not actually. Your reward comes from a long-term commitment to being healthy and putting good things into your body. Where I am now, my body, my health, the fact that I've saved so many animals and that I'm contributing to healing the planet, all of those things are way more gratifying than the instant 10 minutes that I get eating Chinese food or pizza. I don't have this need for a cheat day because I feel so I have so much gratitude for where I am in my life because I made those good choices in the beginning. And I know it's hard, trust me, because I was there and I've been there many, many, many times over my life. So I do know where you guys are coming from if you have issues with self-love. I used to hate myself. I really, really hated myself. And I hated myself to the point that I would reward myself for anything. If I had a bad day, I would reward myself with Doritos. I would reward myself with alcohol, coffee, caffeine, chocolate, you name it. I would reward myself, and then I would feel bad after, and then I would hate myself even more. So it's not a reward. It is basically all it is you justifying eating something bad that you're addicted to. And we can't do that anymore. You need to love yourself. You need to realize that you have to put those good things into your body so you can eventually get to that place where you're always happy with where you are. And it's a beautiful place, but yes, it takes time. It takes persistence, consistency, patience, and time. Definitely. A friend once told me about the roads that we create in our heads. So the same road that you're always driving on is, say, the road of moderation, where you eat things in moderation and, you know, that they feel good for you at the time, but they're not really that great. So you constantly driving on this road, and it's paved and pretty, and there's flowers and signs and everything, and you constantly drive on that road. But you have this other side road that's gravel and it's bumpy and it's not cared for, and this is the healthy road. This is the road where you choose salads and you choose fruit and you choose low fat and you choose vegan. This road is barely ever driven on, because you always drive on this big road, which is like eat whatever, maybe watch your calories, maybe you exercise here and there, and you know, this is where you've been driving the whole time. We got to get over to this road. And the only way to get over to this road is to actually start driving on it. So you actually have to start eating vegan. You actually have to start eating low fat, start eating more fruits and vegetables. And it's going to be bumpy, and it's going to be dusty, and it's going to be hard to drive. Maybe the visibility isn't really good. But the more you drive on it, the easier it will get. Maybe you'll pave it. Maybe you'll start planting flowers. Maybe the signs will show up and you'll start driving on this road, and this will become your new life. You'll just basically always drive on the road. And guess what's going to happen to this road? Because you're not driving on it anymore, the road's going to crack, the signs are going to fall down, and the flowers are going to die. And all of this because you're not driving on it anymore. We want to try to cultivate your new roads and your new neural pathways by constantly making those good choices. Every once in a while, you might take a drive down that road, but we want to focus on this road. So just stop driving on that one and start driving on this one. Start making those good choices every single day. If you fall and drive on the other road once in a while, it's not a big deal. You have this road, you got to keep driving on it, and you'll be okay with time. But it takes, again, time, consistency, patience, and you got to keep being a better you than you were yesterday. So there's another quote that says, "Nothing tastes as good as healthy feels," which is absolutely completely true. When you get to this point, when you drive on that road, and when you get here, you realize that all of those things that you used to eat are just, it's nothing compared to how good you're going to feel when you make the good choices. And again, it's going to take you time, and it's going to take patience. So you just got to bear with yourself and make sure that you keep trying to be better the next day than you were the day before. Affirmations can really help with this. Sit down, maybe make your list of reasons why you're doing this and go over those. Watch YouTubers that you are inspired by. Go look at before and after pictures from vegans and raw vegans. Maybe make a vision board and create some new self-love affirmations and go through those when you're feeling like you're maybe craving or going through one of those addiction phases. That can help as well. And when you're in a good mood, I talked about this in the other video, but when you're in a good mood and you're feeling really strong and you're full, so you're not hungry, and you happen to be at the grocery store, I would sometimes go down those aisles. And again, you have to be in a good mindset to be able to do this, but go down those aisles like the chip aisle and the frozen ice cream aisle or the frozen packaged dinner aisle. Walk down those aisles and look at the food and tell yourself that you don't want that, that you don't buy that, that you're proud of yourself for not consuming those foods. Tell yourself that you are awesome because you're not eating that. Tell yourself that you're healthy because you choose other things. And it can help condition your head and your new road that you're driving on that you don't eat those foods. That is going to help a lot with your self-love, and you're going to feel proud. Pride isn't a bad thing. Pride helps you to keep going. Pride helps you to make better choices. And if you need to be a little prideful in yourself, you should be. Be proud of your choices. If you're making good choices, that is definitely something to be proud of, because not a lot of people can get there. And if you can, then you should definitely be proud of yourself and love yourself and keep making those good decisions. And hopefully one day you can get to a place where you feel free from your food addictions, your emotional eating, and all of that crazy stuff that we tell ourselves. And again, like I've heard before, if we had a friend that talked to us the way we talk to ourselves in our heads, they wouldn't be a good friend, and you would probably want to get rid of them as soon as possible. So why are we telling ourselves this? We need to just be at one with ourselves and admit that we have problems, admit that we're addicted to things, admit that we emotionally eat, and just work towards being better. That's really all we can do. So just keep working towards it. I know you guys can do it. And if you need help, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, even on YouFood. You can find me at Raw Food Romance. You can message me. I have that ebook that I told you guys about. The link to buy it is in the description. It helps people. It's a 52-step program on how I became a raw vegan, but I did it overnight. There's just 52 steps I split up into weeks, so you could do it over a year if you need to. Take time with yourself. And I personally think that you should be proud for every good decision that you make. There's no harm in that, because the pride will help push you to make better choices the next time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video series. If you did, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Again, you can find me all over social media, and I try to help as much as I possibly can. I get tons and tons of messages every day, so I really do try to get to everybody. But again, I have 100+ YouTube videos. You can check all of those out. I talk about all sorts of cool things, and I share my recipes and what I ate in a day if you need ideas. And this is a new thing that I'm doing. I'm actually going to come out with a 30-day meal plan with shopping lists. So that's going to be a lot of work, and I will have that ebook as well up for sale. Probably going to be in the $12 to $15 mark. It depends on how much work it ends up being, but that will be available soon too. So keep that in mind, and find me over on social media to get informed for that. So hope you guys liked it, and I'm just gonna go make some dinner now because I'm hungry after talking. So I hope you guys have a great night, and fruit on.